What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. It's a beautiful Monday. We are getting into the new episode of Vinland Saga, episode 14. Oh boy, I just looked at the title name. It's called Freedom. I don't know what that could possibly mean because, I mean, I have an idea, but I just have some weird feeling that they're teasing us. It's called Freedom because Einar and Thorfinn are supposed to gain their freedom back real soon, but some fuck shit gonna happen or something like this. Like Knut's army is like already about to pull up or some shit. But from what I can remember last episode, Thorgil, Leif, and Ketil and Olmar, they still haven't even shown back up yet. So Snake and them still have no idea what's coming their way, and at the same time they're dealing with this escaped slave from another farm, nearby farm, where the master of that farm treated them like shit, and this guy had enough, and he took his revenge, killed his sons, and killed the master, and escaped and fled. And so happened, towards the end of the episode, we see him riding his horse. He killed one of Snake's men, Lizard, and then Fox and Badger are like trailing behind because their dumbass got in an argument. Like, that was the stupidest, most ignorant interaction I've ever seen. Fox was trying to tell them to calm down and quiet their voices. Like, what do you expect was gonna happen, bro? Like, shut your mouth. Just some of the dumbest shit and how that guy actually, died. Because they could have been fine and actually got the jump on the dude, but no, you guys are idiots. But anyways, he's riding the horse through the field, and ARNHEID sees him and looks like she knows him and then calls out to him. And then right at the end of the episode, this is who he's been looking for since he left and escaped. And apparently it's his wife. So apparently they know each other, and apparently they were married, and I guess I'm assuming they got into the slave market, and that's how they got separated. However that happened, because I'm sure they had a normal, pretty life before this. So I wonder how Einar is going to react to that, because obviously he's kind of in love with her and likes ARNHEID, and they've found solace within each other and kept each other comfort, and since they're both slaves, but they get along pretty well for what it's worth. And all three of them, Einar, ARNHEID, and Thorfinn, have been kind of helping around the house for Ketil's father because he's on his deathbed. I mean, Ketil is dude. Ketil's world has literally turned upside down. Like, it's insane. He tried to get on good terms with Knut. Little did he know that wasn't going to help in the first place because Knut already had his eyes on him. It doesn't matter how much you try to bribe him or please him. He doesn't care. He's so hell-bent, or not hell-bent, but he's so determined, this is the best way. Instead of, taking out a bunch of people, how about we just take out one family and take their farm, and that's how we can acquire, money. Because it's such a big farm and it produces a lot of crops. So he already had your eyes on you in the first place. That's one. Two, your father's dying. I hope you get back in time. And three, there's an escaped slave now from another farm, nearby farm, and it apparently is ARNHEID'S husband, and you are infatuated with ARNHEID because apparently she's the only one that you can talk to truthfully and frankly about how you really feel, because you're a man, yet you're kind of cowardly and not very brave. That's not a bad thing, but it's just the time that they live in, right? So Ketil's whole world is literally turned upside down. They haven't even gotten back yet. So I'm assuming in this episode we're gonna hopefully see them get back. Maybe Thorfinn actually see Leif. I'm dying to see that, please. Snake and all of them learn the information about what's going on, and Knut's already planning to come here. We have no time. We have to prepare now for anything. Who knows what's going to happen, or how much men we need, or when they're gonna get here. We gotta be ready. And then also Ketil finding out all the other news besides Knut on his tail, his father died. There's just so much going on. I can't, this title is I feel gonna it's just telling us what we want to hear, but it's actually gonna be really heartbreaking, because everything's about to change drastically. And that's kind of the vibe that I was getting last episode too, is they're all enjoying each other's company. They're all taking a part in helping Ketil's father and kind of easing his pain and just taking care of him because he's pretty much on his last legs. And they're all enjoying dinner together. It just seemed like a wholesome vibe, but it's distracting you from the storm that's coming, and shit's about to hit the fan. That's the whole vibe I got last episode. So that's why I feel this title might be a little teasing of oh yeah, you thought they were gonna be free? Nah, careful. There's a lot of other shit coming. and it could, you know, very easily turn in the very opposite direction. So I'm very excited to get into this. Vinland is always a treat. It's probably the show that I look forward to the most right now. I mean, it's so good. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below. Comment, let me know what you guys think, and subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. Let's get it, man. Episode 14 of Season 2, Freedom. That's right, I forgot about this new opening. This new opening is so gas. It reminds me of the first opening of the show. First opening of Season 1. That opening is goated. That's got to be one of my favorites. Like right around the same level as like Tokyo Ghoul's first opening. Like that shit is gas. Such a good opening, bro. Holy fuck. Damn, right back where we left off. It also might be called Freedom because this guy has escaped and he's seeking. He's not fucking with nobody no more. He's considering himself free. That could also be an interpretation of the title. She looks frightened, though. Huh? They had a kid together? Has he lost his marbles, or like does he just not know? Is he just ignorant? Yo, nah, this soundtrack and everything. No shit, heating the fuck up, man. Yo. Damn. Cut the horse's head off or just slit his throat? Oh yeah, nah, it's not completely cut off. Bro, you're pissing him off even more. He's looking. He knows who Kettle is. He wants to kill Kettle? Does he know about their relationship, ARNHEID and Kettle's relationship? Not really a relationship, but like situationship, like how much he like relies on her. Yeah, you don't even know ARNHEID's true feelings or intentions right now. Like, don't jump the gun, Anar. Stay calm. Analyze. He is pissed, bro. Bro, Snake is swift. Oh shit! Ah, dude, Snake is like that. This guy is not one to be messed with, too. He's trying to get his wife back, bro. He's had enough. Embarrassingly, no. Oh my god! Yo, nah, this shit looks crazy right now. Got him good in the wound. Yeah, make him falter. Use the hilt of the sword, knocked him out. Holy shit, this is so stressful. Come on, hurry up, question him. Question him. I need answers. What's going on? And can Kettle please hurry up and get back? Yeah, exactly. It's not, you can't overlook that. Yeah, easier for you to say. God damn. Oh my god, did you see how I was talking about calm before the storm and now a storm's coming? He's so antsy. This is how badly he likes her and like wants to help her. But you haven't heard her side yet. Like she seemed like pretty distraught whenever she first saw him. Yeah, if you meddle, you're gonna jeopardize your own freedom. He's actually looking to Thorfinn to help him because he knows Thorfinn's a capable fighter. But that goes exactly against what Thorfinn's trying to do. Please. Please. Bro, the piano is insanely good in this show. Always, always so good. All right, come on, Arnheid. Let's learn about you. What's the deal here? Oh, really? You're from Sweden. Look how different he looks. Where does this all go wrong? Man, that's so sad. They were such a happy family. Vikings showed up. Nope. Just the opposite. Don't tell me they killed the kid. They just took him with them? Bro, how fucking terrible, bro. Oh my god, dog. The amount of trauma. And that pisses Thorfinn off so much because he came from a background of people that did that. Traveled with those type of people. Oh, man. That's what it looked like to me, too. Wow, what an amazing point of view. Oh my god, she's pregnant? Oh my goodness. And he's got a baby on the way? If Ketil did not have enough to worry about, bro, holy shit. Oh my god, no, and Canute's army's on the way. No, bro. No, it's just what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, how uneasy I feel about all of this. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Bro, the storm is coming right to you! You don't even know yet. This is stressing me out, bro. Yeah, where are you going? Strong old man.
せめて傷の手当てだけでも。
わしもかつてじっと耐えて嵐をやり過ごしたことがある。
Hmm.
いや、隠れておったのだ。
Wow. This episode is fucking amazing. Like, how did, bro?
その頃ケティル、息子は東京の美しい娘と愛し合っておった。その娘が近隣で力を伸ばしていたエッベという男に見初められてしまい、わしらは苦しい決断を迫られた。逆らえば滅ぼされると。我らの下した決断は服従だった。わしは保身のために一人の娘を差し出したのだ。
Oh, shit!
エッペの富を妬み、憎しみを抱いた男の仕業だった。
She died too? Bro.
なぜいつもこんなことばかり。
嵐はやり過ごすことはできても、傷跡は残していくということだ。
Yeah, they decided to submit and they thought everything would be dandy and like she still ended up passing away and Ketel had to live with that. Like, wow, bro. This episode is something else, man. Everybody retrospecting on how certain events in their lives changed their lives completely. All to the submission of people that take it away from them. And they have no right to. They don't even think about the rights. There is no rights in this time period, apparently. She's determined she's gonna go see him again. Bro, the piano, bro! Oh my god. It ends right there, doesn't it? Bro, this show is beautiful. This show is fucking beautiful, bro. Holy shit. Alrighty, guys. What another amazing episode of Vinland Saga. I mean, I don't know how this mangaka does it, bro. Like, his writing is impeccable. This show might be up there, or it's got to be up there, in my opinion, with Attack on Titan. In terms of the writing and the dialogue is impeccable. It is so good. I was drawn into this episode just learning about ARNHEID'S past and seeing everybody else's reactions to that story. And it's a constant theme within this time period and in this world that they live in, that time and time again, happiness and just their, quiet, peaceful lives are taken away from them, or scars are left behind to where it molds and changes them completely. I mean, right in the beginning of the episode, we get right back to that scenario where, her husband, I think his name is Gardad, something like that. I think it's Gardade or Gardad. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's something like that. We get right back to that scenario where it kind of seems like he's kind of lost himself, like at least compared to when she remembered him and lived with him and they had a normal, quiet life. I mean, you could tell from the flashbacks, he looked completely different. And that is to be expected whenever you're sold into the slave market, obviously. But compared to, it all depends on how much you go through. Like, on Ketel's farm, or ARNHEID is, besides ARNHEID has a kind of a weird relationship with Ketel because Ketel, relies on her so much for therapy's sake, I guess. Because he has no one else that he feels like he can talk to truthfully about how he feels about life and being a leader and, violence and stuff like that, when he's supposed to be a man and he's ready to fight whenever, you know what I'm saying? So she's already in a weird predicament there. But most of the slaves on Keto's farm, Keto at least treats them with decency, or at least tries to, in terms of the fact of just the whole concept of like, you can buy your freedom back. And that's not in ARNHEID'S case, but it seems to be most of the slaves' cases, because ARNHEID is Keto's favorite. That's why she doesn't have an opportunity like that. But Thorfinn and Einar, I mean, they could have been in a situation where, with like Gardate is, where they had a completely different master that treats them like shit all the time, and it could have been a lot worse for them. So this man, Gardate, has been through so much that it's completely changed him to where she said, like, he is the storm itself now. Like, he used to be a happy, loving father, and now he has nothing but rage inside of him because of all he's been through. I mean, he's already killed, you know, the master's sons. He's already killed his master. He's escaped. He killed one of Snake's men. I mean, that's something that you can't overlook. And Einar really feels for ARNHEID, obviously, and he's, you know, like, you know, can you overlook this, or like, can you at least go a little easy on him? And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to, bro. He's already killed like 4 more people, and he's completely different from when he was, you know, before, whenever he actually had a quiet life with ARNHEID. But it's just very stressful for her, obviously, because of all that she's been through, and whenever like she said, whenever she saw him, she was afraid, and I could tell that in her face. Like, she didn't seem like she knew who he was, and she called out to him anyway, but she didn't seem like, you know, overjoyous, like, you know, happy. She was like worried and frightened, and, you know, obviously didn't take his hand right away. Like, if you were ready to reunite with someone and you were super happy to see him and it was nothing but positive, she would have grabbed his hand right away. But that's not the case. She was frightened and worried, and that's exactly why she didn't take his hand. But then again, Snake had to subdue him and capture him alive, which he actually did. But he noticed that he was pretty skilled and strong because of how much he's been through. It's probably just an adrenaline rush. Plus, he's injured, and he even mentioned that Snake even mentioned that to his men, Fox and Badger. Like, how the hell did y'all lose to an injured man 3v1? You know why? It's because they're fucking idiots. That's why. But anyways, they capture him. They take him away, and I guess Snake is going to decide what to do with him. But pretty much after that, we just get into a very lengthy, deep conversation about ARNHEID'S past. ARNHEID, or Einar, Thorfinn, and Sverkel's reactions, or I guess kind of them just listening and interpreting it for themselves. Like, for example, Thorfinn, he has a lot of regret or a lot of mercy when he hears that story, because he has traveled with people that do those kinds of things, and he lived that kind of life for a long time, so he feels kind of disgusted with himself. And, you know, that's exactly why he's striving to push himself to become a better person and not produce violence. And that's exactly why he stopped Einar from reacting right away and just think it through, because Einar was like about to not think about anything and just act off of like just adrenaline. And because he likes ARNHEID so much, like, he thought he already knew like her wishes, but he had no idea. He didn't know about any of that stuff until, you know, they had that conversation. So he was ready to intervene and like try and attack Snake, which would have been a huge fuck up, because you're jeopardizing your own freedom and who knows what else. You could get yourself killed doing that, because Snake is very, very capable, and you are not. I mean, you're strong because you've been working your fucking ass off, but you don't have a warrior's like training or like experience. Like, don't even think about it, buddy. So that's where Thorfinn was able to calm him down. Like, are you really able to kill somebody? Like, think this through. Like, relax, man. Like, you need to chill out. Like, slow your roll a little bit. And that's when they take Gardate away. ARNHEID starts talking about her past and how, you know, 2 clans, I guess, or 2 families were fighting over territory or property of this, you know, iron that they wanted to mine out, because it's in a certain location, and they were fighting over who owns that location or not. And so the men decided that they actually did want to fight for that iron, secure it for themselves, because it would make them more wealthy. And if they didn't do anything about it, you know, her husband's explanation was that, you know, the leader in the West would have gained more power, and that could be detrimental to them. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of maybe disturbed their quiet life. But in her point of view, she was like, why couldn't they just stay? Like, we already had a good life. We already had all the pots and pans and tools that we needed. you know, we were fine. Like, why couldn't you stay here and protect us when we needed you most? Which was when she goes on to explain, while they were gone, men, Vikings, showed up on ships. They thought it was their men of the village coming back, but little did they know it was Vikings. And they pillaged their village, burned everything down, as they usually do, took all the women and children. I guess the children and women were separated from each other, because that's how she lost her son. She doesn't even know where he is or if he's still alive at all, which is just fucking traumatic. I mean, that is just, oh God, I could not imagine that shit, bro. That is just so traumatizing. It's so sad. And then I guess the men, you know, I guess maybe they lost that fight, or, you know, somehow got, you know, because obviously Gardaid got captured in his own scenario and turned into a slave in his own way, I guess, because she didn't explain anything more on that, because I mean, how would she literally got captured and taken away. And that's probably how she even ended up in this situation in the first place, because the Vikings sell them into the slave market, earn some extra cash, bet we got our beer secured, see you later, and then she ends up on the farm with Kethel. I mean, just sad fucking scenarios. And that's where they go on. I mean, Thorfinn has that reaction where he's just like, man, like, you know, because he knows that lifestyle, he's been in it, and he's just disgusted by it now, which really shows his character development, and also like his remorse for, you know, trying to be a better person. Einar finally realizing like he jumped the gun and needed to hear out her point of view. Spherical replying with his own story, how when he was younger, he kind of, you know, did the same thing where he hid from the storm and tried to let it pass, and it still left scars, as he said. That was the metaphor, because someone wanted to marry Kethel's girlfriend, like, you know, someone he really cared about, and they were afraid of his power, I guess, because they thought they would be annihilated by him if they defied him. So they went ahead and agreed with it, and turns out it didn't amount to anything, because some other, you know, group of people were afraid of that man's power, so they went ahead and did the dirty work for them, took him out, and then also got that girl killed because she was in the mix of it on his wedding day. So that's what he meant by scars being left behind still. Like, I mean, it's just so sad. Like, this time period, it's just like constant stealing of people's happiness and peace. Like, this is where ARNHEID was just like, why does this always happen? Like, it's getting old, bro. Like, having to deal with all this violence and negativity, and you know, someone's trying to figure out how to change it all, and Canute is one of those people, but he's also in the middle of doing the same negative, violent stuff to Kethel's farm. Like, that's literally what's about to happen. I mean, there's so much shit happening right now. This is what I'm talking about. Like, from Kethel's point of view, Canute's on his ass. His father's dying. He doesn't even know ARNHEID'S pregnant with his own child. Gardaid just got captured, escaped slave, fucked up a nearby farmer master. You know, who knows if that messes with his territory or his, you know, economy at all. I mean, he's got so much on his plate and he doesn't even know it all yet. And that's what also really frightens me or worries me, is because ARNHEID is pregnant and there is about to be a battle on this fucking farm. And she just went on to say that she's trying to she just found out about this pregnancy, that this child that she's about to have, and she's trying to keep this child away from the storm of men, because it seems that anywhere these men go, they just fucking tear up everything without a single thought. I mean, it's just destructive violence all around, and, you know, can't just leave women and children alone. I mean, it's just ruthless. So that's where she has this determination to protect this kid from all that shit. But little does she know, the shit is literally on the way to you. Like, this show is amazing, bro. It's just so good. I think that's about it. She finally got the determination after a spherical story to go see her husband one more time, to at least tend to his wounds. Who knows if that's her actual intentions, or maybe she's trying to confirm something, if he's like really changed, or, you know, could possibly be the same person that she remembers in some form or fashion. I have a feeling that's probably mostly what it is. She's trying to confirm it for herself on how different or similar he is to how she remembers. And so we're gonna have to see how that goes, and we still haven't seen Kethel and them got back yet. So I mean, there's so much going on, and it's a chaotic mess, but it's amazing. I mean, this writing is impeccable, like I said. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. Amazing, stunning episode as usual. Mondays can't come any sooner. I mean, the week's got to fucking fly by for me because, like I said, I'm looking forward to this show the most. So that's going to do it for me. If y'all enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. Comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. Subscribe for new and hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.